My queen, if this reaches you, just don't panic. If you're seeing this, just breathe first. Don't panic. Don't jump to the worst thoughts. Don't let your heart race too fast. Because this isn't bad news. This is me, speaking calmly, clearly. Because I needed you to hear something that couldn't be said in a rush or through a text. You know me, I shut down sometimes. I go quiet when I'm overwhelmed. And I know that makes you feel like I'm pulling away. Like I'm hiding something. Like you're the only one still trying to hold everything together. But that's not what's happening here. Not this time. This time, I'm trying to speak before it's too late. To open up before you assume the worst. Because if I wait too long again, I know what comes next. You start overthinking. You start pulling back. You start protecting your heart from me. And I don't want that. Not again. So I'm here talking to you like this because I know how your mind works. You replay conversations. You notice tone. You read silence like a language. And I don't want my quiet moments to be the reason you question our love. So, my queen, please don't panic. I'm not leaving. I'm not falling out of love. I'm not giving up. I'm just tired. Not of you, but of life. Of everything hitting at once. Of trying to be strong for everyone and forgetting to be gentle with myself. I didn't know how to say it without sounding like I was making excuses. But this isn't an excuse. It's a confession, because while I've been quiet, I've still been watching you. You move through your days, trying to keep us steady. You carry your own stress, your own emotions, and still look at me with softness. And I don't say it enough, but I see it. I feel it. I know what kind of love you've been giving me. One that doesn't stop when I get distant. One that waits. Even when I'm not easy to wait for, you're not just my peace. You're the reason I come back to myself when I feel lost. The reason I haven't given up on everything else, even when it gets too heavy. And I know I need to do better. Not just when things are calm, but especially when things are hard. I need to stop expecting you to guess how I feel. I need to stop thinking love can survive on silence. So this is my effort. My way of saying don't panic, don't assume the worst. I'm still here. I'm still holding this with both hands. Even if I've been quiet while doing it. I know silence can sound like distance. I know when I get quiet, your mind fills in the blanks. You start asking yourself questions like, did I do something wrong? Is he pulling away? Is he getting tired of me? But baby, you didn't do anything wrong. You've been doing everything right. You've been showing up with love, patience, and kindness. Even when I haven't been the easiest man to love. Even when I let stress speak louder than my heart. And I hate that. I hate that my silence makes you second guess your worth. You should never have to fight to feel chosen. You should never have to wonder where you stand. So let me say it now. You are still the woman I choose. Even when I'm distant. Even when I seem distracted. Even when I don't say it as often as I should. I don't want you to think my quiet is rejection. Sometimes it's just survival. Sometimes I'm trying to carry things on my own because I don't want to dump all my weight onto you. You already carry so much, your dreams, your emotions, your responsibilities. And somehow you still carry me. That's why I filmed this. Because the last thing I want is for you to lay in bed at night, staring at the ceiling, wondering if I'm slipping away. I'm not. I just need you to understand me a little deeper. To know that when I go quiet, it's not because I've stopped feeling, it's because I'm feeling too much. I just don't always know how to translate it into words. But please, don't panic. Don't assume my heart has changed. Don't let the silence turn into stories that aren't true. Instead, let it be a pause. A moment where we reset. Where I come back to you, not because I left, but because I want to love you better. You've always been my safe place. And I'm sorry if I ever made you feel like I took that for granted. I didn't. I just forgot how to show it when my own head got too loud. And now that I see it clearly, I'm not going to let that continue. I'm going to talk more, even when I don't have the perfect words, even when I'm still figuring things out, because I'd rather be vulnerable with you than keep losing you a little more each day with my silence. So, my queen, if this reaches you, don't panic. Don't pull away. Don't start building walls between us. Just hold on a little longer. Hold me a little tighter. And know that I'm working, not on us, but on me, so I can give you the love you've always deserved. There's something I need to say, not to explain myself, but to help you understand the parts of me I don't always share. You've seen the strong version of me. The one who leads, plans, takes care of things. But you've also seen the quiet version, the one that shuts down without warning. And I know how hard that must be for you, to sit beside someone who loves you deeply, but doesn't always know how to show it when it matters most. So let me say this plainly. I've never stopped loving you, not even for a second. When I go silent, it's not because I'm drifting away. It's because I'm trying to hold myself together without making a mess on your lap. It's because I was raised to think being a man meant being tough. And sometimes that old thinking fights against everything you're teaching me about being soft. You make me want to be gentle. You make me want to open up. Even when my voice shakes, you make me want to show up whole. Not just in the happy moments, but in the heavy ones too. And I hate that I've made you feel like you have to guess how I feel. That's not love. That's fear. And I'm done letting fear guide how I treat you. So please don't let my quiet moments convince you I don't care. They're not rejections. They're just pauses. Moments where I'm gathering myself because I want to speak from truth, not confusion. You've been holding space for me, even when I didn't ask you to. Even when I didn't say thank you. Even when I acted like I was fine when I wasn't. And you didn't complain. You didn't walk away. You stayed. And that's something I'll never forget. Because it's rare. Because you're rare. You have the strength about you that no one sees until they've seen you love someone. You don't shout it. You don't show it off. You just keep showing up. Even when the love isn't perfect. Even when I've been hard to reach. And that's why I'm here, talking to you through this. Instead of letting the silence win again. Because you deserve more than wondering what's going on in my head. You deserve more than guessing games. You deserve someone who keeps you close, not confused. So if this reaches you, and you're sitting there thinking, why didn't he just say this before? You're right to ask that. I should have. I'm learning now. I'm learning that silence doesn't protect love. It damages it. That you don't need a perfect man, but you do need a present one. And I want to be that for you. Not sometimes. Always. I don't expect this to fix everything, but I hope it helps. I hope it reminds you that I still see you, that I still want you, that I'm still fighting for us, even when I'm quiet about it. So again, my queen, if this reaches you, don't panic. I'm still here, still yours, still learning how to show it right. I know you've been patient, more patient than anyone ever had to be. And that's the part that weighs on me the most. How many times you held back your own pain just so I wouldn't feel worse. How many times you swallowed your tears because you didn't want to push me further away. And the truth, you should have never had to do that. You've always loved me quietly, not with big words or dramatic shows, but in the way you remembered the little things, the way you kept checking on me even when I gave you nothing back, the way you stayed soft when my mood turned cold. You didn't panic when I got distant. You stayed steady. But I can't expect you to keep doing that forever. I can't keep leaning on your love without feeding it back. I don't want your love to feel like a one-way street. You're not a placeholder. You're not someone I turn to only when I feel empty. You're the one I want to build with. The one I want to protect, not hurt. And I see now that silence can hurt. Even if I meant no harm. Even if I thought I was handling things, what I really did was make you feel like you were loving alone. That's not fair to you. That's not the kind of man I said I wanted to be. So I'm saying this now, fully and clearly, you are not invisible. You are not just strong enough to deal with it. You are not supposed to carry the weight of both our emotions. I know you've had moments when you stared at your phone, thinking, should I say something again? I know you've asked yourself, does he even care like he used to? And I hate that my silence made you feel that way. I hate that you've questioned the very thing I felt the deepest, but never said often enough, because I do care. I care more than I've shown. I care when you're quiet. I care when your eyes are tired. I care when you laugh, but your smile doesn't reach all the way. And from now on, I don't want you to guess that anymore. I want to live in a way where you know it. Not because I say it once in a while, but because I show it in the way I never let go of you again. So, my queen, if this reaches you, don't panic. I'm not here to break your heart again. I'm not here to pretend the past didn't happen. I'm here because I want to grow from it. I want to do the hard work. I want to stay for the hard talks. I want to be the man you believed I could be when you first gave your heart to me. And I don't want to keep asking you to stay strong for both of us. I want to meet you in that strength. I want to carry you when your knees shake, just like you carried me without ever asking for credit. So don't panic, love. This video isn't bad news. It's not an ending. It's me saying, I hear you now.